Rick Revel. For those of you that's got onto Indiegogo.com to see our campaign, I'm sure some of you are familiar with Tom McKinney's book, Jack Hinson's One-Man War. I'm sure you're wondering, what is it that makes my book different in the hills of Tennessee and my series, The Chronicles of Captain Jack Hinson? What makes it different than Tom's book? Well, it's quite interesting when Tom McKinney first asked me to write a movie script about his book. After reading my script, he found a lot of different things that I had added that really brought Jack Hinson to life, and he liked that. He liked how I put a voice to Jack Hinson. He liked the voice and the narrative that Jack Hinson possessed. And then he asked me, would you take that and turn it into a historic fiction book? And then that book becomes a series. So part of what makes it different is the fact that we go to a deeper level, give you a chance to really get to know Jack Hinson on the personal level. How was he with his family? What was his family life? What life really like? And you get a chance to learn that. You get a chance to learn that he and his wife Elizabeth were very close, and so was he and his children. You get a chance to learn about his neighbors. You get a chance to learn about a lot of the neighbors that he had a working relationship with, and when war came along, how he was able to help them through a time of trouble and turmoil. You get a chance to learn about different individuals. Some new names will pop up. You'll recognize some old names. I believe the Reverend James Gray is mentioned in Tom's book. You'll get a chance to learn more about him, and him being a part of Stewart County in the Dover area. Actually is one of the founders that originally moved to the area, one of the first settlers that came to the area. And you'll find out some of his background and history. You'll find out about Jack's connection with Senator John Bell. You'll find out about Big Ed Bogard, which was the sheriff. He was the sheriff during the war, but you'll also find out why he discontinued being a sheriff during the war, and what he wound up doing while the Union Army occupied the area under martial law. You get a chance to find out about Hank Daly. Hank Daly moved here from New York City and joined up with Hiram Buckner, and they started a local newspaper. All these things I found, and I found it very interesting, that these were people that would normally go overlooked. And I didn't want that to happen. I wanted them to be a part of this book so they can be a part of history. So as you read in the hills of Tennessee, yes, I put a voice to Jack Hinson, and part of that is creative liberties or fiction. But while you read, you get a chance to learn about real history, things that actually took place here. One of the facts that I found that was quite interesting, history talks about the Widow Crisp House. That was the headquarters of General Grant during the Battle of Fort Donelson. And repeatedly, we always hear it called the Widow Crisp House. She was not yet a widow. Her husband John was still alive. So as you read the book, you'll find out what really took place, what did happen to John Crisp, and why is it known as the Widow Crisp home. So you'll find out those things. So as you read book 1 of the series, In the Hills of Tennessee, it will tell you a lot of things that did not get covered earlier. One of the things I like to talk about in the book is Jack's transformation. It's amazing. In his younger days, Jack was known as White the Rounder. He'd jack your jaw. Also known that when he became married and started having children, he became known as the family man. He mellowed out, as many do when they start to have children. Actually became a deacon and was part of a church at one time. But when the war began, especially after his 2 sons were murdered by a Union Army, that's when the change began. And the man who was known for being a deer hunter, the man who was known to win all the turkey shoots in the area, he took those talents and began to track down the killers of his sons. you'll get a chance to find out who those people were. In our research, we found out exactly who we believe those people were, according to rosters and muster rolls and the fate of those people on the muster rolls. I believe we have found exactly the people that did the deed and killed Jack's two sons, George and John. So what is it that makes our book different? I believe as you read it, you'll find that we've taken what Tom has done, along with 26 other resources of historical information and documents. We've taken that, we've studied them thoroughly. Not only have we put a voice to Jack Hinson, but we're carrying you deep into his life and his experience and how did he survive the war. What was it he faced on a daily basis? I invite you to be a part of this campaign. I just don't want people that love the South to be the ones that read this book. I want people on the outside to read this book also. People that may never get the opportunity to learn about American history and Southern history. That's why this book is important, because we want them to learn about Southern history. There's so many misconceptions about Southern history today and how people view us Southerners. We want people to understand our history, and this book, it will help you to understand our history. There was good and evil on both sides, and that you will find out in this book. You'll find out who the good people are and the bad people are, and sometimes it's the same exact person, just a different circumstance they're faced with on a different day. So I invite you to be a part of this campaign. Go to Indiegogo and be a part of it. And let's see this book, let's see it get out into the hands of everybody here in this country that wants to learn more about American history.